What is the most fearless thing you've ever done? Not necessarily like in art or in writing, but maybe, um, I don't know, skydiving. It doesn't have to be anything, but what do you feel is the most fearless thing that you've ever done?
Skydiving.
You went skydiving?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
whoa.
ruined my
Okay.
surprise.
I predicted it.
Yeah, no. My wife, she got it me for my 40th birthday. She's been terrible like this. In fact, so many of the wonderful presents she's bought me have been based on my fears. Because years and years ago, she bought me a day in a studio, in a recording studio, because she knew because I would sing and play music as well at home, not in front of anyone. She knew I was terrified of that as well. And so I opened up this card. She said, I bought you a day in the studio. You need to go and record your songs. So I went with my mate at the time and recorded these songs and got them. I had my thing, and so that was like the first time she did that to me. I was pale apparently when I was like that. But yeah, so for my 40th, because I'd always talked about, ever since we've been together, I'd always talked about I'd love to jump out of a plane.
Wow.
And she was probably sick of hearing me say it.
Then fine.
And you know what she did? She did a treasure hunt. This is amazing. Like this, like she did a treasure hunt. So it just took me across Malmo, where we lived, to these different places, and I had to answer questions and blah 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 blah, and all these things that took me to new locations in Malmo. And the final stop was this lockbox at the station, and I opened the lockbox, and there was a doll she'd made. It sounds quite psycho now, but now I say it out loud. But like a doll skydiving, hanging from the roof of this thing.
Oh my gosh.
And a bottle of champagne. I'm like, that. What's that, dude? Hanging from a parachute for? She's like that. Oh yeah, you're going skydiving like that. Oh god. So
Oh my
yeah,
gosh,
I
that's
did it. I did it.
awesome.
It was amazing. It was amazing and
What did you
terrifying.
feel when you stepped out?
Nothing. I felt nothing. I mean, numb. I was.
Is that a good thing or
No.
good nothing, bad nothing?
I was strapped to a strapping man. He made me feel better. He walked out and I was like that. And like I was hooked up to him on this tiny little plane with like, I think 10 other people. And that was the scaredest I was actually of the whole thing. Sitting on that plane going.
Yeah, the anticipation.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
Yeah. All I know about skydiving, I don't know if you watch Cheers, but all I know about skydiving comes from that one episode about Cheers, where they all
What
go
year
up.
are we in? Cheers, my God, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about Cheers in about 40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. And I wanted to do it again straight away. But at the time, it was just like, right. And he just shuffled to the edge of this little plane. And I thought, this is how Buddy Holly died. This is how Otis Redding died. Sorry. It was all these things. And apparently someone else in Sweden skydiving had died that day, which I'm glad I didn't know at the time. But and she was obviously like that. I'm going to have been responsible, aren't I? I'm going to have bought him a present that kills him and all this. So everyone was terrified. But yeah, no, then it was just hurled me out of this plane and it's over before you're ready for it to be over. So it was fantastic.
It is so interesting.
It was amazing.
What is something that you failed at, and what happened after you failed?
My geography test at school, right? And I cheated. I'm ashamed to say.
Oh no.
It wasn't anything official, but it was like I hated geography. And I was at the back of the class and I just had my notes open beside my desk, and I was just like that. Just kept looking at my
Nobody
notes.
noticed?
Nobody noticed, probably because they knew what I was doing and they knew what the result would be, which was I still failed. That's how bad at geography I was.
Ow.
And everyone, all my mates in class knew I'd like totally cheated. And I came bottom of the class. So I
Oh,
was
do they
like
have
that.
ranks?
Yeah, it was just
Oh,
like
that's interesting. They don't
whole
have that in
class.
America.
No, I bet they've got rid of it everywhere because it's very mean.
Mhm.
But it was just like, yeah, answer these 60 questions or whatever. And they kept reading people's names out and I'm like that. Oh, they must have forgotten about me. And then it was like, and last is Dave with like 20 and like that. So I don't know what happened afterwards really, other than I dropped geography like a bad habit as soon as I could. I'm like that. How are my notes wrong even? I'm like bad at this subject. Everything I was writing down was just probably like that Nirvana lyrics or something. Just I don't know what it was.
They say comedy is like tragedy plus time or something, so at least you got a
Yeah.
good story out of it.
Yeah, 30 years later, it was worth it.
What helped you get out of your comfort zone? Or what helps you get out of your comfort zone?
Everyone I work with, because yeah, the best ones demand that you push yourself always. That it's not like, yeah, I know, I've seen this from you before. I think this can be better. So, that's if I want to deliver the just same stuff. When I've worked for other people, then it's been really unsatisfying when you present something, and you don't even get a chance to say this is my first draft before they go, this is great, yeah, let's get that in the game then. I'm like that. What? Not no critique or anything. This isn't final. It's just a talking point, to get somewhere better. So it's the people I work with at Tarsier, the ones like I have kind of close contact with. They're the ones that push me out of my comfort zone because that's when you do your best stuff.